finally broke it.
All right, guys, we are here at the track with the Rowdyssey, and we're gonna see what this thing can do today. So if you guys look over here, it's a little different on the inside from last time. So for starters, we got all of the interior out of this thing. We're trying to get it as light as possible. So we got the passenger seat out, the bench seat in the back out. We probably dropped a good 100 pounds getting all that stuff out of here because she's a heavy girl. And we're gonna hopefully keep those rear axles together for a good couple runs. But we also made a couple changes up here. So if you look at the shifter, we got ourselves a strain gauge installed right there. Got that guy wired in, so now we don't need to use the clutch to shift. It's just like the MR2. Once we launch it, I can just shift without the clutch, and I think that's gonna help it a lot with the stress in between the gears, because when the axle did break, it was on a shift because I was clutching it in between, and that's pretty hard on it. So we'll be able to strain gauge it. I don't have to use the clutch after we launch, and we're hoping that can help keep the axles together in this thing. And then for the launch control, we have a button right here on the steering wheel, and we have our rev limiter set to that guy, or our two-step set to that button right there. So I'll have to go up, get it on the e-brake, hold that button, and we'll have the launch control set up by the button. And then once I'm ready to go, I let up on the button, let up on the e-brake, and go. We don't have a speed sensor in the transmission, so that's why we are just running a button on the steering wheel for right now. All we gotta do is pop a speed sensor in there at some point, and then we can reference speed to turn off the two-step, and then we won't need the button in the future. But for today, we got the button on there to control our launch control, and that's about it, guys. We got one Witt custom axle in the back, one Kyle custom in the back. We're gonna see which one breaks today.
I think yours is gonna hold up, bro. It's got the sticker on it. That sticker is extra grip.
I got the built for a good time, not a long time sticker. Between us, that axle's a little wonky, but so is the other one that broke.
Yep.
So we'll see. I don't know how it's gonna go. As long as the rear axles can hold up, I think we'll get a good couple runs out of this thing and just see what it does. Hopefully we can at least run a 9. I would be pumped on a 9-second pass today. But even if it ran a 10 or just a personal best, which was like that 11.2 or 11.4, if we can beat that, I'd be happy either way. But I'm just glad to finally get the Rowdyssey out to the track and see what it can do, because it's been a long time coming.
I'm excited for this, man. It's been so long. The van's been out of the eye of everybody for a while.
Yeah, dude, it's been so long since the Rowdyssey's been to the track to actually like try to put up a number. And I know it can do it. It's just we fought those drivetrain issues in the past because it's heavy, and we'll just see what happens, boys. We got the slicks on there. We have to just check our tire pressures, get her topped off with gas, and we're gonna hop in this thing and send it down the track and see what happens. The first run, I'm going to go very soft on the launch. It'll probably roll out pretty good because I'd rather get a good A to B pass, get some data before we really try to launch this thing, and just kind of go from there. Just get a little more aggressive on the launch as we go. Similar to how we ran the hatch the first time we made it all-wheel drive. That process went super smooth, but the hatch isn't as heavy as this big girl over here. So I'm gonna go ahead, get suited up, get it ready to go, and take this thing down the drag strip, see what it does. All right, guys, we're gonna do a two-step check on the minivan real quick. Sorry if it's a little dark. We're filming on a new camcorder we just picked up, so we're trying this thing out for the track. Go for it. Got it! That was pretty rowdy.
Yeah, we're gonna tame that just a little down. So, I don't know how much you want to leave on. That was 9 pounds.
We can try it there.
Okay.
I can just be soft on it.
I'm going to give it a little more fuel. I'm going to try it one more time. All right, guys. First pass of the night in the minivan. Hopefully he slips this clutch nice and soft. Hopefully she doesn't break an axle. I've been awaiting this moment for years. Broke. That didn't take long. Frig, dude. I saw that axle bust.
Well, first pass in the van was a big F. Definitely broke it. Hopefully just an axle. Frick. It doesn't move at all. Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. She broke pretty good on that one. I think the rear axle let go, and then right when the rear axle let go, the front tire started spinning like crazy and it started wheel hopping, and then something else broke because it's not moving at all right now, which sucks. So hopefully it's nothing bad, but first trip in the van didn't go so good.
Womp, womp, womp. Sad day. F in the chat.
So the built for a good time, not a long time axle. Not a long
true
time.
to its name.
I didn't even have a good time, honestly.
Oh, man.
What really sucks is it broke a front too.
Did it?
Yeah, felt the back one go, and then
I
it
saw
started
it wheel hop.
and then it started wheel hopping really bad, and then the front one let go right after.
Oh.
So
Well,
those
that's
are
a bit-
5. Dude, I did not think it would break a front axle.
That's an F in the chat.
It broke off into the tranny,
Oh.
and this side's dangling right here.
No.
See it up under the van.
Dang it, dude.
I had high hopes for the Rowdyssey, but dude, those axles were completely upgraded. Like,
Yeah. Time
what we're
to
gonna do.
get some custom ones built, I guess.
the only thing we could do after that is put the bigger diff in it.
Yeah.
But the wheel hopping alone killed it.
Yeah. I saw a wheel hop. I'm surprised you stayed in it.
I know.
But,
Once it started hopping, I tried to get out, but it's
Yeah,
like,
it was just already there. It was already wound up.
Boys
Yeah.
and girls ready to watch some racing?
Well, is what it is.
that's that, boys.
Yeah,
Broke the
let's go.
Rowdyssey right away.
Let's go. Let's go do something impressive with the other car then.
Hopefully the MR2 does a little better for us.
Great, dude. So we just noticed the exhaust a little out of place too. I have my thoughts of what happened. That rear mount, it moved. It looks okay from right here. Oh, really? Did it buckle it again to the side?
Take the Rowdyssey to the track, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Well, guys, we got her up on the lift, and we definitely did some damage taking the minivan to the track. You know, she's a heavy girl, so I'm not surprised that something broke, but it did do quite a bit of damage. So we'll start with the rear here. The axle that was just repaired broke instantly. So that guy is over here, and it actually broke right after the weld. So let me get it in the light here. So it did snap on the outside of the weld. So we're thinking that the weld probably weakened the metal right around there after heating it up. Just the process of welding it, because that is right where she let go. And the sleeve and everything held up fine, but yeah, it broke right there. So that guy did not hold up, that broke right away. And then once the rear axle went, it became front wheel drive, and then it instantly started wheel hopping really bad as the front tires were just trying to hook up, and it was just way too much RPM and power for it, and it was just wheel hopping like crazy. And then that led to this right here. So the half shaft actually snapped on us, which I guess out of everything that could break up here, that was the best option. At first I was worried that something in the trans let go. Luckily, that is not the case. We just lost the factory half shaft. The DSS axles seem to hold up as far as their strength, but this one did get pretty beat up in the process. You can see the boot is completely torn, and I believe it's probably okay in there. Everything feels fine, but that was smacking around. It caught the oil sandwich plate a little bit right there, put a ding in that guy. So we'll have to get a new boot on this axle, and hopefully it's fine, and we can just get a new half shaft and swap that out. But it just sheared it off right there, and then the other bit is stuck in the end of the axle here. So we're gonna have to pop that guy out. This side looks okay though, nothing broke over here. And then, as you guys saw last night, we noticed that the exhaust looked like it shifted a little bit, kind of down under the hood more than it used to be. And with all of that wheel hopping and everything, this engine's seeing a lot of, you know, torque on it, and stuff's trying to shift around. And what happened was, if you look right here, this is our front track bar, and I think you guys can already see what's wrong with that. We put a pretty big kink in our bar. It is not straight anymore at all. It actually started to chip the paint right here, right where our mid plate goes. So the engine actually pushed itself into the track bar here and bent that guy. And if you look, you know, down through the hole, you can see how not straight that is. You can see the kink down in there. So there's that as well. The whole engine shifted. So we're probably gonna have to do a new traction bar on the front there, and we're going to need to strengthen that up somehow. Maybe run a thicker tube inside of this one so it can't bend as easily. But everything else seems to be okay. But we're definitely gonna have to make some repairs here if we plan on doing that again, because I do want to bring it back out to the track and try it again. We probably could have started a little softer on the launch, because I mean, once that rear axle went though, it was kind of game over. I was hoping it would hold for at least one, but we're gonna have to address the rear axles, probably wait to actually just get some upgraded nice ones and just something that can hold it. But we have some work to do. We wouldn't have found the weak points though if we didn't take it to the track. So we will get some stuff ordered for this thing, start getting that in the works, but the Rowdyssey might be down for a little bit, boys. Definitely did some damage its first time out to the track. I need like a slide hammer. She is. See the ends all twisted right there, right where it snapped. Yep. Freaking Rowdyssey, dude. Killing axles. The one time we bring it to the track again, hasn't gone in 2 years because of this same issue. And she's still breaking stuff. Every time. It's never a good day when you have to get pulled back by the John Deere. Well guys, that's where the Rowdyssey is gonna have to sit until we get some more axles in this thing. But she'll be back.